Hi everyone, welcome to the ElectricmotorGP show. My name is Nee and I'm your usual host, and today we'll be talking all things Tesla. So where are we going to start? I think the easiest place for us to start with the little upgrades that Tesla's been trying to do over the last few weeks to months. So we'll start with the simple things. Tesla's optimized this battery a little bit more, increased the battery, the energy density of the battery so that you're getting more out of your cars at the moment. So the new Tesla's coming in, the all-wheel drive long range is now capable of 600 kilometers. The Model 3 is now capable of over 700 kilometers on the WLTP cycle. You now have a situation where the standard range car is doing well over 560 kilometers as well. So you know very well that Tesla's made some adjustments to this. The Sydney EV show is going to be happening from the 30th of October till the 2nd of November. If you look in the description below, you'll see links for a bug off deal, and you should be able to use that to get your buy one, get one free. But Tesla's also reduced, I wouldn't say reduced the price. They've brought out a cheaper version of the Model Y. And Tesla's trying to stay relevant and make sure that their sales numbers are propped up in places where they've been struggling. So it's come out in the US. It's now available in the US for, I think, 39,000 US dollars. It's available in Germany as well now for 39,000 euros. And if you look at the pricing for the Tesla Model Y in Germany, it's able to achieve that because the Tesla Model Y is actually being built in Germany, which therefore means that it's not going to be subject to any tariffs that you would normally get if it was bringing in the Chinese version of it. Now, the pricing for all Tesla Model Ys in Germany has a 5,000 euro difference. So you've got your new standard model, which is now sub 40,000 euros, which is at 39,900 euros. And then you then go for the long-range rear-wheel drive, which is coming in at 44,000 euros. You then have the long-range all-wheel drive, which is coming in at 49,000 euros and 54,000 euros for the performance version of the Model Y. Now, what does the standard range of the Model Y lose? Because that's the most important thing. Tesla's taken away a lot of things from the car to make it cheaper. But the question I've got to ask you is, are you sure what Tesla is taking away from this car actually makes this car worth it? Let's have a look. So first things first, the front light bar is gone. You now have your, I wouldn't even call it because the older one was actually cuter than the new one. It's just a nice body-shaped front bumper that's available in there now with the new headlights. It's not bad. The headlights are okay. They look very similar to the old one, but not exactly. It is LED, but it doesn't have the technology to disperse the lights when oncoming vehicles flash lights to it. So again, it's one of those things that you lose. If you pop open the trunk, the front is still the same. You still get 117 liters, but it now looks cheap as chips. You've got a plastic little thing in there that doesn't look any premium at all. And the little thing they put in front to actually reduce the, on the bonnet, that actually reduces the sounds that emanate from the front has also been removed, which makes it look a little bit gimmicky and plasticky as well. However, what Tesla's trying to tell you that if we take away all the stuff that you like, you're going to get what you get. The suspension has also been changed a little. It's less adaptive and less updated like you had with the new Juniper model when it was released. You now have a cloth covering for the sunroof, even though the sunroof is still there. But all the things that Tesla put in the boot and the back to actually deaden the noise that comes in from the back of the car have also been removed. They've also removed the double laminated windows. It's still frameless, but it's single frame windows in there now, which is going to increase the amount of noise that's coming in. So Tesla says by padding the sunroof, they've improved the sound quality and sound deadening of the car itself. The boot remains the same, but they've taken away a lot of stuff. So the Velcro or the lining of the boot that was there before to make it look a little bit more premium is gone. You've got a very basic plastic premium boot at the moment. They've also taken away the double suspensions, hydraulics that actually makes the boot close a little bit softer, a little bit more effectively, and just left only one in there. So there are lots of things they've taken away from this car as well. You also get a downgrade on the electric motor, so which means the performance of this one is actually lower than the one in the standard, in the long range rear wheel drive version of the Model Y. My question is, for all the things that have been taken away from this car, do you actually think that this car, what was taken out, like, in my opinion, you might not agree with me, I think it's beyond the 5,000 euros or the $5,000 that was taken out of the car. So oof, it's really there for you to have a think about whether or not this is one that you're going to look at. Now, unfortunately, as of the time we're recording this video, we have no details of the standard range specifications for Australia. We assume it's going to be the same as what is going to come out of Germany, but since we get the standard ARM Model Y models come from China, and the standard range has not been launched in China just yet, we're going to have to sit this one out and see how it goes. The 8-inch screen in the rear is also gone, and the electric motors for folding the seats is gone as well, which makes me go back to saying I don't think the things they've taken out are worth the 5,000 euro decrease in price. I actually think the things they've taken out actually diminish the car a lot. So if you had to pick between the 39,900 euro Tesla Model Y standard and the 44,900 euro long range rear wheel drive, I probably would still tell you to pick up the long range. Why? Because you get more range out of it. You're getting close to 600 kilometers on the WLTP cycle on that particular car, or over 600 kilometers, sorry. You get electric reclining seats and electric adjustable seats. You get panoramic sunroof that is digitally sun-screened as well. You get an 8-inch screen in the rear. You get double glazed mirrors. You get extra sensors. Yeah, I'm not really sure why do you want to go there. I get the point. If this car had come in at 35,000 euros, I'd say yes. At 39,000 euros, I'd probably say no, because what they've removed in the car far outstrips what the price point is at the moment. But I don't know. You let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with me? Is this something that you'd be keen on? Would the 5,000 euro reduction tempt you into buying the car? If this was to come to Australia, for example, instead of the rear wheel drive starting at about 55, is it 58,000 Australian dollars, if it was dropped down to 54, 53, would you pick this? Knowing fully well that you've got, at that price point, you've got the entry point BYD Sea Lion 7 at that price point. You've got the Xpeng G6 at that price point. Now, I'm not sure I would. I'm not sure I would. I think at $10,000, maybe $5,000, and probably not. Tesla has also launched Model Y L, which is a 6-seater version of the Model Y. It's longer. It's also got a bigger infotainment screen, which now comes as a 16-inch screen. The 16-inch screen is also present in the performance model, which I'm going to discuss with you in a moment. The efficiency of the Model Y L has also been improved, such that the battery, like I mentioned to you earlier on, Tesla's updated the batteries now. So even with the Model Y L all-wheel drive long range, you also get 600 kilometers WLTP on that, which is pretty awesome. And for real life, you probably, because it's a Tesla, you probably will be getting close to 540 kilometers or 560 kilometers, because the Tesla actually does very well. The efficiency of the car is roughly about 15.6 to about 15.6 to about 17 kilowatts per 100 kilometers, which is pretty decent. The battery capacity has also increased very slightly by 4 kilowatts in all the different specs and all the models, which also increases the capacity and the range of the cars. Now, one of the other things Tesla's also done is to reduce the size of the rims of the car, which effectively gives you about 40 or 50 kilometers extra range when you think about it. The performance model, this one I've got to sit down with you about, because basically Tesla's done a few things more. You now have a car that's capable of doing 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds, making it one of the fastest performance model cars available. The charging curve has been flattened more. Tesla's done a fantastic job with the 400 volt architecture. It does maintain 250 kilowatts now for about 15 to 20%. So if you're charging from 10% to about 25 to about 30%, you will get 250 kilowatts. Beyond that, it will drop down to 220. And by the time you get to 30 kilowatts, 30% is going to be dropping down to about 180, 185. But what I did find from looking online at all the different people who have taken this car for a range test and drives is that it does still do roughly about 17 to about 19 kilowatts per 100 kilometers, which is significantly better than most of the cars in this segment, in the performance segment. So if you look at the Zika 7X, for example, the Zika 7X all-wheel drive performance actually does about 22 to 23 kilowatts per 100 kilometers. The IM6 does about 24 to 24.9 kilowatts per 100 kilometers, though mine is improving at the moment, but I think that's because we're heading into summer. So I probably will do a new range test very soon to see how much I'm getting out of that. The performance model range, impressive. 540, 550 on the WLTP cycle, which means you probably will get about 490, 500 in real life. Awesome. I'm only averaging about 450 on mine at best. Most of the time, I'm only getting 420. So, and I've got a bigger battery pack. I've got 100 kilowatts on NMC, and we're getting nothing close to what the Tesla is getting on its efficiency. Moving on, the new Tesla Model Y performance actually has its top speed also increased. So instead of getting a top speed of about 214, 217, as that was the case with the Model Y Juniper, you now get 250 kilometers top speed on the Model Y Performance, which is a lot of speed. That's very similar to what you get on the IM6 as well, because the IM6 also gets 250 kilometers as its top speed. One of the other things that you also get with this is, like I said, you get an increased efficiency, which means you're getting a decent range with the car as well. The suspension has also been tuned a little bit better. It's been tuned to make it a little bit more dynamic. The dampener is also more selective, which means that the car actually drives a little bit better than it was driving before. Drives a little and handles a little bit better as well. One of the other things they've done is to put bucket seats in the car, which also means that you've got better side bolsters in the car when you're driving. Which means when you go into corners with the car actually hugs you, and the pretension is a little bit better when you're driving with the car as well. One of the other things that they've done is they've put a little carbon fiber on the boot now, which gives it a little bit of a lip, which also improves the aerodynamics of the car. The interior of the car also has got carbon fiber interior as well, again designed to try and improve the weight of the car and also improve the efficiency of the car. The tires are also improved. You've got 20-inch rims now, which if you drop down to 19-inch rims, you will find that you'll get about 50 to 60 kilometers more range. But the 20-inch rims also are supposed to help improve the ride quality and take out the harshness of the road. It also has got a reduced driving stance. The standard model has got a 167 millimeter gap or ground clearance, sorry. And the performance model now has 151 millimeter ground clearance. It also corners better, which is one of the things that we've noticed with the Model Y Performance as well. So which means that the car itself actually feels better to drive. You get a lot more performance. You get a lot of improvements in that specific regard. Now, with regards to the long range Model 3, I'm sorry I'm spelling it out. I just want to make sure I get it correct. Tesla's also improved the range in that car by improving the energy density of the car, improving the efficiency of the car, reducing the tire size of the car as well. So therefore, that you're now getting 700 plus kilometers of range in the new Model 3 long range. So does this put Tesla back in your books? Is this something that you guys will be looking to say you want to explore? Does this make Tesla more interesting? I don't know. My thoughts are, well, yes. The only problem I have with it is still the fact that it does the 400 volt architecture. And I don't like the fact that you've got to pay 10 grand for the autonomous driving sequences. Now, the good news with it, though, is that the enhanced autopilot comes as standard in the Performance Model Y. So which means you're not paying $5,000 for that, but you'll still have to pay 10 grand, which is a bit weird since the enhanced comes as 5 and it's part of the full FSD. Now, a lot of people are saying that they're fully enjoying the full FSD in Australia at the moment. I've seen videos of full FSD going into roundabouts and doing very well with that. So I'm tempted to want to do a test drive. I might reach out to Tesla to see if I can get the car for a few days. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hire the car in WA, so therefore I cannot do that. But hopefully, I'm hoping I can get to get Tesla to finally give me the car for a few days so I can do a proper range test and do an FSD test in the car, and then I will let you know how that goes. But until then, let me know your thoughts. Now, we do have memberships now. Please sign up to our memberships. We do need your support to keep the channel going. Please put your comments in there in the comment section. Let us know what your thoughts are. We do try to respond to everyone's messages, and when we're not able to, we try to do a video response to that. We also got membership available on Patreon, and the way the YouTube algorithm works, if you don't comment, if you don't like, if you don't share, the video just gets shoved to the side. So please, if you're enjoying what we're doing, please give us a shout. We've got something planned for you. I keep mentioning this, and we're gonna let you in on the details as soon as we're able to, once we finalize it. The 1 year anniversary of the channel is coming up, and we're trying to do something to say thank you to all of you who have been so supportive and so loyal of the channel. So until the next one, stay blessed, and I'll see you soon.